Nice to have you, finally.
Finally,
It's a pleasure.
Finally, Scorpio.
It only took a couple of years.
You know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Me, Casa in the house, Interlaced live tonight.
Yes. First.
What?
Distance.
Sorry, excuse him, he's an idiot.
It's live. This is live.
We are live. Glad you
We
could
are
all
live.
join us. We can see the numbers are piling up, so thank you very, very much. It's a Friday night, and
Friday
instead of
night.
being at Nomad, we're here.
We're here.
We're here. We're live. We come to see if you're alive. Come to see if everybody's good. Hopefully you can get in the chat, talk to us, let us know you're good. Because you know what Cole like? When he's having a party, he makes sure everybody's in the house.
Yes.
Party time.
Likes to see everybody there. Likes to see everybody get going.
Yeah.
Good.
That's the one.
Doing their
That's the
stuff,
one.
man.
That's the one.
Right. So, what can I say? Booker.
What's happening, sir?
I don't know, mate.
Col Lovelace, Scorps.
It's like,
Yes.
We'll go back from long time.
Oh my
Very
God.
much.
Very long time.
Very much.
it's a bit embarrassing. I don't want to say how long.
I'll say, no problem,
Be
man.
revealing your age
Real
and all
good.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least we've been on the scene for a long time. doing
Well,
our
I'd just
thing,
like to
you
tell
know?
everybody, we've been trying to get Booker down here for about, I don't know, just over a year.
No boom, yeah.
No, but you've been busy, so it's straight up. Do you know what I mean? You had all those contracts that you needed to do. You had other commitments. So, of course, our paths will always cross. Here you
Man,
are.
Always, no doubt.
And of course, thanks to the lovely Cole for bringing you down.
man. Yeah, man.
That's the reason why we're here tonight. Do remember, his parties will be back. But if
Yes,
he's
that's
not,
it.
we might do this again. There's a rumour.
Most definitely, man.
Hey?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, cool.
Interlaced in the house.
It's gonna happen.
So, while we're here, I think we should have a little chat with Booker.
Yes, sir.
Right.
What's that?
Or as I call him, G.
Yeah, man. Booker T.
So let's take it back. I mean, for me, I don't know. Sometimes I think within England and people coming out of England, they don't get the recognition and the accolades that they deserve. I mean, your repertoire, what's gone before you, your productions, your remixes. I mean, far too many to mention, really and truly. I mean, there was a period there you couldn't turn around and Booker T
see
wasn't on
Booker T
promo.
on,
Do you know what I mean?
100.
So, I mean, I'd like to take it even further back and let people know who Booker is, how Booker came about, and like, what's your roots, where you're from.
I started off playing sound system.
Sound system,
Yeah,
where
I was
from?
in the
What part of London?
South Brixton. I grew up in Brixton. I grew up in Stockwell. First sound I ever went to was a sound called King Tubby's.
Oh.
From Brixton.
The mighty.
Big up Cecil and the crew. You know what I mean? And I've been around sound system more or less as a youngster, growing up in Stockwell and Brixton. Been playing out as a sound system.
So what age are we
selector.
talking about?
Well, like from 14, 15, I started, as a youngster playing.
Yeah.
I started off playing reggae first before anything else. you know what
As
I
a
mean?
lot of us did.
Yeah, that's right. And I grew up in a reggae kind of Caribbean environment. So that's the kind of music I kind of started off with,
Yeah, sure.
I learned my selecting skills through that.
Sure.
Working with a lot of sound systems from south, north, east and west. I know a lot of people, believe me, I know a lot of soundmen.
Well,
from back
sounds
in
used
the
to be
day.
so interconnected as well, whether you
that's
were
right.
from north, east or south.
That's right,
If
that's
you had a reputation somewhere along the line, you would either have a clash or you would
That's right,
you would
absolutely.
cross each other's paths. So
Exactly.
that was recognisable.
Yeah.
The other side of it as well. So the transition then from sort of being in the sound systems, did production come first?
No. It's all,
So what age are we talking about? What age are you?
Well, when I started getting into, I started in the reggae scene from about 14. When I got to about in my 20s and that, late 20s, I started playing soul and rare groove. The hip hop explosion started and all that.
Sure,
There wasn't
electro, that kind of era. Yeah.
I kind of changed my style and I started to get into the electro, the hip hop, the Public Enemy, and from there I started playing a lot more soul and funk and all that. I kind of followed the kind of Kiss FM vibes and all that.
Okay,
Jazzy beats, soul to soul and all that.
okay.
So I started to play more that kind of funk, hip hop, that kind of vibes. And that's how I kind of met Paul Trouble Anderson as well.
No way.
Yeah, I met Paul in the 80s and all that.
yeah.
I was playing like soul and funk and we used to do residencies together down at this place called the Cotton Club in North London.
You need to go a bit closer.
Who does?
Who needs to go in? Cole.
Yo.
Someone needs to come in.
Anyways,
Yeah.
excuse me. So production, they always interfere. They just think we're furniture, idiots. Anyway, we'll crack on. Back to the interesting stuff, yeah? Yeah, so there you are.
Yeah.
You're in your late teens?
No, I was in my 20s then, man.
20s?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about 26,
Okay.
27 when I started playing.
Uh-huh.
When I started playing, maybe a bit younger than that, started playing soul and funk and that, But I got into that, kind of linked up with Paul Trouble Anderson, You know, and Paul, that time I was still learning to mix and all that. So Paul was teaching me how to mix.
Yeah.
You know, and we kind of hooked up and we hanged out together and all that. And
did I meet you then?
no, we met more or less through Bobby and Steve, Garage City. That's how I
that
got to meet
period.
you.
Yeah,
and that's still
like.
Because
Because I remember you from Frankie, through Frankie Fonseca.
Frantic,
that
that's
kind of
right,
era.
right,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's from the Raw Club. That's where we met, from Raw Club and that. That's
Wow.
where we used to go.
Anyway, we're
That's
jumping
going
way
back.
ahead. We're going too far ahead. Sorry. So yeah. So go ahead. So there you are. You're hooking up. You're doing the thing with some of the big
doing
renowned
what's-
DJs, Paul Trouble Anderson. Don't forget we got a great link of watching Paul Trouble Anderson.
That's how I got to meet Tony as well and all that. My Don and that.
Yeah.
Used to dance where everywhere Paul used to play, he used to dance and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I've only played with Paul about a few times, but the early times in the 80s, me and Paul used to do. I used to warm up for him at the Cotton Club in North London.
But that's where we was.
Yeah, I used to play there. I was doing
The skinny white guy standing in the corner.
I was you, yeah. Flip me. That's what I was saying, bro. Blimey. Yeah, so that's going back, and from there I started a soul sound called Street Waves and
Okay.
from Brixton
Yes.
and all that
Okay.
as well. Started playing the rear grooves, playing the funk and the soul and all that, playing with
So you've got the heritage. You're a heritage
man,
DJ.
I've been through it. I know a lot of DJs and all
yeah.
that. So I started
Oh,
to play with the Mysteries, the Touch of Class, the Desi G, the Barry Whites, Dirty Den from Company Soul
Enough
Sound.
names.
I had to
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
residency
yeah.
at Maxim's and all that. Like, it was the first Us on Funky Express. That's how I got to know Mikey B. Because Mikey B used to be in Funky Express.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're making me feel old, bro.
Yes. I was a youngster playing that from young, you know what I mean? So kind of got to know Mikey and all that. You know, the scene just moves on. I'm kind of progressive, man. And, you know, I like all kind of music.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I get bored of something, I'll kind of jump on something else
and move on.
You know what I mean? And I
So there we are. You're going through. You're playing music. The production.
Yeah.
How's this?
Production still ain't come yet, man. The
No way.
Well, I started doing some hip hop stuff.
What
before?
Just some beats and
Yeah,
playing
because I was
around.
in the hip hop when I started. And I liked hip hop, so I started to make some hip hop tunes, but it didn't do nothing. It's just little demos and all that.
Yeah.
It's only when I got into the house scene that's when I really started to take the music serious and start making tunes. You know,
By yourself?
Well, I had other people helping because I didn't know what I was doing,
Ah.
and that was another link. This is what I'm saying. There's a
Because
lot of
that's an interesting point. Is there you are? You've just got an idea, basically. Is that what you're saying? You've just got sounds that you just want
always
to
got ideas
translate.
in my head.
Yeah.
But I had to start myself anyway. The first person to hook me up as well was another person. Let me just jump on the house scene. Right?
Yeah.
I started going to Catch a Groove Records. Yeah, I kind of left the soul scene and I didn't want to do it no more. This house explosion started. I used to go to the Acid House raves in '89 and all that.
I
played that. And the only big dance I played at the Marchioness dance for Energy.
Okay.
That was like something that was one of the scariest dances I've ever played at. You know what I mean? 20,000 people handshaking.
Putting on the knee.
Yeah.
What was
I've
that
been there,
in a
I've been
warehouse?
there. Huh?
What was that in a warehouse?
It was in Chelmsford in a big air, you know, one of those like
Aircraft
air hangers.
hangers. Yeah.
Big air hanger, man. It was really wicked. You know, so that was the first kind of house thing that I ever did. You know, with Frankie Bones and all that was on there.
Wow.
as well and
Yeah,
all
those
that, you know
guys,
what I mean?
yeah,
And that gave me that kind of acid house fever. After a little while after that, a little while after.
Just shut up now, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
A little
go
while
ahead,
after that, I started kind of got to hang out with. I got to know this guy named Jeff John and all that, Double J, and I started to go to Catch a Groove Records and all that. That's how I got to link up with Bobby and Steve. You know, and me and Bobby and Steve linked up and all that. I told them that I DJ and all that. They said,
So where did you come and play first? Where did you play first with them guys?
Raw Club. First club was Raw Club. Me, Jeremy Newell, Kerry Chandler was in the next room.
Yeah.
Our room was so full up. Right,
It's crazy in them
they had to
days.
Stop our room and make everyone, let
Hey,
fans
everyone
go
move.
into the Kerry Chandler's room.
Did you ever go and play down the Soho Theatre as well with Bobby and Steve and that?
No, I didn't, you know, but I went there and all that.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
of
I didn't
course.
really play there, but I was residency at Garage City as well, at
Yeah,
Barumba.
yeah,
and I
yeah.
played for a lot of them. I played for them like more or less a lot of their nights and all that.
Yeah,
you know
of
what
course,
I mean?
of
The
course,
first
of
gig
course,
I
of
did
course.
for them. Now the second, like the first PA I did for them was at Coliseum. When I used to do Garage City at Coliseum. And that's back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, and then started to do Barumba, started to play for them up and down the country and all that.
So
And
I'm
then
going
I
to draw
started
you
make
back
my
again,
music.
draw you
Yeah,
back,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we were going through the DJing side of
Yeah,
it. We can come
yeah.
back to that later. Let's just hit on the production for a little
Yeah.
bit. So there you are. You've got these ideas. You're flinging them about. You find people that can obviously get in tune with, and you start laying them down.
Well, here's another person who helped me out, and I've got to give him props. Is Ricky Morrison, because
Yeah,
so I
man.
saw Ricky Morrison. I was in Catch a Groove. He used to live upstairs from Catch a
Yeah,
Groove.
yeah.
So I went up to his house one time, up to his flat and all that, and went in there, and Danny Buddha Morales from New York was in there. So they were doing some drum programming, and I said, "What's that machine there?" It was the MPC 60. So I said, "I'm gonna buy one of these."
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Start
yeah,
making my own music, and that's where it started. I bought my drum machine, started making like beats and all that, and then I was working with a guy named Trevor Rose.
Okay.
And my first single came out on Azuli Records, Dave Pachoni's label, Black Market.
out of Black Market.
Yeah, that's right.
What was that,
First
92?
Yeah, about 92, 91.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It was a big,
So that'll be-
thing for me.
What's that?
Like 30 something years ago, man. 30 something. Yeah.
So basically, your first production is 30 something.
First single came out on Azuli Records. A track called Didn't I? Underground Mass.
Underground Mass.
Yeah,
that was one of your pseudonyms,
What
wasn't
made me
it?
so proud and so happy? Tony Humphries played that the first time. Tony Humphries played it on Kiss FM, New York. You know what I mean?
I mean, what a buzz! What a
That was
buzz!
the biggest buzz of my life, man.
So then the role starts happening.
Yeah, started putting out more tunes for.
So then you had another few tracks out on Azuli, I believe.
I did about 4 more tracks for
Four
Azuli.
more tracks on Azuli.
Then I
Then
started-
you released a track under your name
Yeah.
because you was going under a couple of names, weren't you?
I was going under Underground Mass. Was doing
Inner
a few
Soul.
different Inner Souls, yeah.
But you was working with some wicked vocalists as well.
Yeah. Doing a lot of stuff with
I
some
mean, that
vocalists.
Kathy Wood track.
Yeah, Give Me Joy.
You like that?
Powerful, a powerful tune.
Yeah.
Powerful tune.
It's
That used to make me some money.
Big shouts to big up Catherine Ellis.
Yeah,
You know, that's the
yeah,
original
yeah,
singer
yeah.
for the song.
So
You know
we're
what I mean?
about mid-90s now.
Yeah, mid-90s. That tune came out on... Yeah, that came out on Nicky Track's label, you know, Future Tracks.
Yeah,
That's the original label that I put it out on. You know, I started...
Big up Nicky
I started
Tracks.
to do stuff for other labels like Slip and Slide.
Slip and Slide, beautiful label.
Yeah, I started to hook up with Phil Asher.
Because the London scene was really big then,
The
wasn't
London
it?
scene was heavy, man.
Especially
producers-
vinyl-wise.
That's right, and you got a lot
Nice-
of producers
Nice and-
like
what was it? Nice and
Right.
Right.
You got Nice and Right. You've got Slip and Slide.
You had all the RIP stuff, RIP.
Yeah, you got a lot of Strictly stuff coming.
Ice Cream Records.
That's
Oh,
right,
it was
that's
amazing. What a time.
And I started to like progress with my production, and then after that, I did a track for Strictly, and that was another big thing for me.
Amazing.
Did a track for Strictly.
What track was that, bro?
A track called Tearing Me Apart.
Yeah.
Inner Souls.
Yeah.
The first. I wasn't the first British producer to
No.
put a single out. I was the second.
Because strange
I
enough,
always used to say I was the
could I
first,
just
but
say, could I just interrupt?
Jeez.
First British producer on the Strictly track is just round the corner. Endangered Species.
The Christian Jabba.
Chris Forbes and him.
Christian. You mean Christian?
No, that's Nick Austin. They
Yeah?
did underground.
That must be the third. Then.
Endangered Species.
Oh, yeah, Endangered Species. Yeah, I know the
You know
Endangered
that track,
Species.
that bouncy track.
Yeah. But I did a track for Strictly, and you know,
That was amazing.
after that, I just jumped on the plane straight away to New York. I was off on a plane straight to New York.
Jeez.
Yeah, I went to New York, went to Strictly Rhythm.
That
hooked
opened
with
up
Gladys,
things for you, bro.
Roger Sanchez, everybody I hooked up with there, and I went to the clubs and all that. They brought me to Sound Factory Bar, hooked up with Louis and all that, raving to Louis, saw Kenny Dope running through the crowd, smashing someone's head, and Todd Terry. No disrespect to Kenny still, you know what I mean? But good vibes, man. Going to New York, good vibes. Yeah,
always.
It was fun. It was
So
fun.
life was good then.
It was cool, man. It was cool, you know.
Yeah.
You
Doing
know,
the
it
whole
wasn't-
Miami conference thing as well.
Yeah, doing that.
The
doing
scene
Winter
was
Music
good.
Conference.
The scene
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
right. That's right.
So we're coming through the millennium. Here you are. You're still making
Yeah, I'm
tracks.
still making tracks. I run my
Yeah.
own label called Liquid Deep Recordings, and you know, I
Okay.
do remixes for.
Because you're
loads
kind of
different
like
labels.
you're in this position now, like you're one of these kind of you've got a stronghold within what you, I suppose what without pigeonholing you, but like the soulful house scene, the kind of the groove house.
I'll
So
be honest with
you've
you,
kind
you
of
know.
I mean, there's no one really got a parallel with you, is there? Not with that heritage, that background. I mean, like I said, the last guy we had in here was obviously the legendary, you know what I mean, Paul Trouble Anderson
Trouble,
coming in.
man. Yeah,
and
man.
it's hard to find people. I mean, there's a few guys still out there that are playing, that have got that history, that can play with that amount of knowledge. And like I said, it's been about a year we've been trying to get you down here.
Yeah, respect. Me personally, you know what I mean. I've been playing. I came into it as a house DJ, house and garage, US house and garage. That's
And that's what you play.
Yeah, that's what I play. You know what I mean? I played music, the UK garage scene, love what I do. The US house scene liked what I do. You know what I mean? So I kind of just made music what I feel what was house music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I tried to be honest with you, I tried to start off with that American style. I thought, let me copy the Americans, let me copy Todd Terry, let me do that vibes to get my name in there. And it worked.
Stop doing because people are asking for music.
Yeah. So there we go. So here we are now.
All right.
So what's your latest thing now?
I've got a few things coming out at
Yeah.
the moment. Yeah, I'm doing some stuff with Emily Sandays. I've got some production coming on my label. I cannot mention the names at the moment because people are going to go, book it, where's my hookup?
Where's my hookup? Yeah,
I'm just holding it down at the moment, you know.
Okay.
But
You need to talk to
let's talk to
We're coming with the music, people. Bear with us. He's got a lot of history to talk about. Come on, we're not going to do it in 5 minutes, are we?
I'm here for my Casa. I'm here for Interlaced and all that. So let's hand it over to Colin.
Yes, evening.
Col.
Yes, how you lot doing?
Please,
Right?
excuse, I'm sorry to ignore you, but the guy's so fascinating. I'm sorry, people. I know you're all waiting for some music and get into the vibes. But the guy's interesting. Come on. It's not very often you get to actually sit down without some music in the blaring in the background trying to get some information like that. So here we are. We're here tonight. You know why we're here. Me, Casa, Su Casa presents Interlaced Live. Special guest DJ Booker T. The man himself, handing it over to Cole.
Yes.
Going to have a little few words for him and then we're going to get straight into the mix. So just a little chit chat.
Yeah,
How you
just
doing,
have a
Cole?
little- Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a bit surreal, you know, everything going on at the moment. You've got to do this social distancing thing. And because of the way the cameras are set up, I'm sort of like sitting down. I should be on this little sofa or something, do you know what I mean?
Well, before we start, get to
Yeah.
say hello to everyone.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. This is Col Lovelace.
Yes.
You know his parties at Nomad. They're legendary now. Do you know what I mean? Tonight would have been one of those parties, but where he's had to postpone it, he came up with this little notion just to keep in contact with you all. Come out here, say hello,
Yes.
get on the vibe.
Yeah. So this is it, man. You know, because of the situation. Yeah, we thought, let's get in touch with Nick, doing it productions, and let's put something together. Yeah, let's still have that little vibe. Let's bring the party to you. You know. So I think it's brilliant that we can do this.
Well, I'm really glad you managed to come down. I've been trying to get you down for a long time anyway, just for a chat. 'Cause, again, not to bore you lot, but, you know, Cole's another interesting character. You know, started doing R&B and soul parties back in Camberwell. How long ago?
Oh, damn. I think we've done
15, 16
15
years
or
ago?
6 or even longer than that.
Longer
I think,
than that with his brother, came through that, started getting into the house scene. I'll hand it back over to you, Cole.
Yeah,
Tell
I think we done our first house party in 2004.
Really?
In a bar called, what was it called? Cosmo Bar. In Clerkenwell. Not far from Fabric.
Cosmo Bar, I played it, you know.
Long time ago. And what we did, like, we tried to work on our brand, you know, as well as bringing DJs in there, but we tried to work on our brand. And there's so much untold heroes, you know, of the scene, like warm-up DJs from radio,
heritage DJs.
yeah, who don't get a play, you know. So we just said, let's do that. So 2004, we done our first party, and it was amazing. Yeah, I do the parties with my wife Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Yeah.
Hi, Princess.
Hello, Princess.
She's my partner in crime, and we just evolved from there. You know, just the atmosphere
You've
alone.
been relentless. I mean, your parties are now, like I said, I'm not underestimating them. They're legendary.
Legend.
You know, people don't know when they come in. When they do come, everybody rushes them.
Yes.
I mean, again, tonight would have been one of your infamous
That's right.
parties.
That's right. We would have done it.
What we got to look forward to from here, then? Do you think?
We're still trying to piece things together. I mean, we do a party every 2 months.
Yeah.
Like you said, tonight would have been one of them. So let's do the party here. You know, why not? You know. So I think after tonight we'll probably do another one of these.
Well, we'll see how this goes. They might
2
hate
months.
us.
They might hang out. Yeah, too much talking. Not enough music.
Talking about
go
music,
well,
do
man.
you think it's time for some music, maybe?
Yes.
Well, look,
Let's
I'd
get
just
some
like to
music,
thank our
man.
2 guests tonight. I mean, Booker T, fantastic.
Oi, oi.
The fantastic Colin Lovelace, you know what I mean?
you, guys.
This is
Thank you.
Interlaced Live. Me, Casa,
Live.
Su Casa. Booker's going to come live on the set now. Thank you all for being patient. You've got to listen. We love you. Bye-bye.
Thank
See you soon. See you after the set.
Send us your messages.
We're talking. The sounds at Interlaced Live.